Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrutyam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudhiraye Nashtaprayesha Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhakti Bhavati Naistiki. Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1, Chapter 1, and Text 5. Ta ekada tu munayaha ta ekada tu munayaha pratar uta hutagnayaha pratar hutagnayaha satkrutam sutam asinam Satkrutam sutamasinam praprachuhu idham adhara prapachur idham adhara ta ekada tu munayaha pratar hutagnayaha satkrutam sutamasinam Paprachu idamadhara ta ekada tu munayaha pratar hutagnayaha satkrutam sutamasinam paprachu idamadhara. Somebody can repeat. Ekada tu munayaha pratar hutagnayaha satkrutam sukamasinam praprachu idamadhara. Anybody from this side? Ekada tu munayaha pratar hutagnayaha satkrutam sukamasinam praprachu idamadhara. The sages, ekada, one day, two, but, munayaha, sages, prataha, morning, uta, burning, uta agnayaha, the sacrificial fire, satkrutam, due respects, Sutam, Sri Suta Goswami, Asinam, seated on, Paprachuhu, made inquiries, Idam, on this, as follows, Adhara, with due regards. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Translation. One day, after finishing their morning duties by burning a sacrificial fire and offering a seat of esteem to Srila Suta Goswami, the great sages made inquiries with great respect about the following matters. Please repeat. One day, after finishing their morning duties by burning a sacrificial fire and offering a seat of esteem to Srila Suta Goswami, the great sage, made inquiries with great respect about the following matters. Purport by Sri Prabhupada. Morning is the best time to hold spiritual services. The great sages offered the speaker of the Bhagavatam an elevated seat of respect called the Vyasasana, or the seat of Srila Vyasadeva. Sri Vyasadeva is the original spiritual preceptor for all men, and all other preceptors are considered to be his representatives. A representative is one who can exactly present the viewpoint of Sri Vyasadeva. Sri Vyasadeva impregnated the message of Bhagavatam unto Srila Shukadeva Goswami, and Sri Suta Goswami heard it from Sri Shukadeva Goswami. All bona fide representatives of Sri Vyasadeva in the chain of disciplic succession are to be considered to be Goswamis. These Goswamis restrain all their senses and they stick to the path made by the previous acharyas. The Goswamis do not deliver lectures on the Bhagavatam capriciously. Rather, they execute their services most carefully, following their predecessors who delivered the spiritual message unbroken to them. Those who listen to the Bhagavatam may put questions to the speaker in order to elicit the clear meaning, but this should not be done in a challenging spirit. Can you ask them to go? One must submit questions with a great regard for the speaker and the subject matter. This is also the way recommended in Bhagavad Gita. One must learn the transcendental subject by submissive oral reception from the right sources. Therefore, these sages addressed the speaker, Suta Goswami, with great respect. The Sanstha Bhaktivedanta purport. Om Ajnanatimidandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Ena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Namo Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Nitinamine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesham Shunyavadi Pashyatadeshatarine Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Dhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So this is the scenario in the Naimisharanya. All the great sages are seated and they have completed their morning spiritual services. Pratar Huta Agnayaha. They have ignited a sacrificial fire, and then Sutam Asinam, they gave a seat. It's called Vyasasana. Asana means a seat. They gave one Vyasasana to Suta Goswami, the speaker of Bhagavatam. And then Praprachu, they made inquiries, Idam Adarat, with great respect, asking questions with due regard for the speaker and for the subject matter. So, today when I came here, I was surprised to see the fog all around. For the first time I'm observing. Initially we were entering Narsinghi. Suddenly I saw a lot of kind of a fog is coming onto the car. I thought maybe somebody is burning something. It's looking like a kind of a smoke. But actually, after coming here, I understood. Not able to see the buildings there. It is so thick. It is. So that way, I had to congratulate all of you. You could come in this time. Not easy to get up early and be able to come for spiritual subject matter. But it is a journey that every human being must take. This spiritual journey is the only benediction in this human form of life. Other forms of life, we see animals, birds, and many other things. They don't have that capacity. So this is the glorious journey that a human being can take up. And what is this journey? We want to understand and reach the spiritual destination. Actually, here it is mentioned, praprachu means inquiry. Actually, in this world, every day we make inquiries. Every day. For example, as soon as we get up, then which vegetables to purchase, the inquiry begins even with such things. And then whole day, if you see, we are always engaged in inquiry and answers. After Google came up, answers apparently became very easy. Anything is required, we'll just Google it. In some way, I think some place I went. Now they are saying, Google Amma. Google Amma Nadgeva. So now they're trying to do a DT out of Google. So questions and answers are compulsory. And this inquiry is present even in the birds and other animals. But they also has to ask, where is my food? As soon as the birds get up, where is my food? Then they will be, but they are confident somewhere my food is there. Just that they have to discover where it is. So, if the inquiries of human beings and the inquiry of all these other species that we see around cannot be same, the inquiry of the human being should be glorious. It should be much different from the inquiry of all the other species. Now, what is this inquiry that a human being should do? Human beings, as human beings, we recognize that we have suffering. Animals, they don't understand. They go through the pain, but after that, it's all over. Now, here in our life, we have suffering, we have anxieties, we have stress, so many other things. We have happiness also. Now the question is that we have to ask is, why am I suffering? This question is an extraordinary question. It looks like a very small thing, but a human being can ask this question, why am I suffering? When Sanatana Goswami, one of the very exalted Parampara Acharyas, when he met Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he said, Sanatana Goswami said, people call me a very learned person. They call me as a Pandit. Pandit means a very learned person. Because Sanatana Goswami really knows many languages. He knows Persian, Urdu, Sanskrit, our languages, and those days it's a Islamic rule in India. So he knows those languages also. By the way, Sanatana Goswami before he met Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he was working as a prime minister of one of the Muslim kings in Bengal. By the way, Muslims used to appoint only Hindu officers because they don't believe their own other people because anytime they can kill and occupy the post. So Sanatana Goswami, he met Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and says, everybody calls me as a very learned person, very intelligent person, but my Lord, I do not know why, who am I and why am I suffering? He makes this inquiry. Who am I and why am I suffering? There is actually it's a Bengali language he asks, I am unable to quote that, but a very interesting language, Bengali. Actually Mahaprabhu, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, you can see he is known as Lord Chaitanya. I am sitting his side. The other side is known as Lord Nityananda. They appeared 500 years ago, and they are the ones who started this Yuga Dharma of chanting the holy names of Krishna. So, Sanatana Goswami approached Lord Chaitanya and he asked, why am I suffering? And then Lord Chaitanya instructs him why a living entity suffers at all in this world. Why there is suffering in this world. Actually, because we have advanced intelligence, a human being should have lot of questions. In one place, Prabhupada says, question is a symptom of intelligence. And then human being has that intelligence. And it is not that we are not asking inquiries, and actually we should ask lot of inquiries. Sometimes children, their inquiries sometimes may look very strange, but they ask very interesting question. They'll see, what are those stars? Mummy, what is this moon? What is this? They ask everything. And of course, sometimes the mother and father, they also may not know some of these answers, so they try to suppress that inquiry. But actually, children, they, out of innocence, they try to understand everything around them. That's why you see that inquiry nature is very high in the children. That's how the nature is. Krishna has given that this thing, so that the child becomes aware of what's going on. So everything is a question for him. What is this? What is this? What is this? What is this? And some children are very, very inquisitive. Nowadays, I don't know which generation is that, the children are hyperactive. You heard of this? Hyperactive children. They are very, very difficult to, they're always active. Very difficult to control them. So this inquiry is present, and we should really take advantage of this tendency of inquiry and ask all questions which are relevant for our existence. As simple as, why am I suffering, to, yes, what is this world? Everybody is saying we are inside a planet, and we see there are stars, there is sky, there is some system already existing in this. Then although I do not want, there is some unpleasant thing. There are some pleasant things. How can I enhance pleasant and how can I minimize unpleasant? These questions are possible only for us. Actually, everybody is trying for this only. How to enhance the pleasant thing, and how to minimize the unpleasant. This is our whole endeavor, human being. But so he has to ask all these questions. Generally, we think the questions and answers are limited to only the science subjects. that we study in our schools and colleges. For example, we heard when Newton was seated under a tree, some apple fell down. Then he asked the question, why did apple fell? Why it not went up? Why it not gone this way, that way? See, and that question, there is a burning question inside. He started searching for answer, and somehow, he bumped into this gravitational law, the laws of motion, and then so you can see every big discovery came because of an inquiry. But then we should not limit our inquiry to only this. Understanding the world around us, we should also understand the world inside us, and then also we should understand how I should relate with this world. Then I see so much systematic things all around me. So is there anybody behind this creation? Like that, there is no end to these questions. Now the question is, who will answer all this? Sanatana Goswami approached Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Arjuna approached Krishna. He accepted Krishna. So now, whom should we accept? All these questions are there. I need answers. Now I should approach someone. So I need a guru. The guru is required for people, jijnasu shreya uttamam. When they start inquiring about shreyas. Now there are two things in our this thing, shreyasu, prayas. There are two things, shreyas and prayas. Shreyas means ultimate benefit. Prayas means immediate enjoyment. Prayas. Sometimes children, they will be busy with games because they get some happiness, and they don't want to go for school and for studies. Yes. At that time, the parents, they know, no, if this boy is only playing, tomorrow when he grows, becomes, a young man or young girl, then what will happen to them? The parents know. So they say, no, they have to go. And then children don't want to go. Like Prabhupada explains, our Acharya, his own childhood experiences. Even he was like a very naughty child, and he never wants to go to school. And every day it's a big scene in the house to take that little Prabhupada to school. That mother has to pull him, and it's a scene in the road. The boy don't want to go, and then the mother is pulling. So mother thought, okay, it's becoming difficult. So they appoint one man, and then that man has to take this boy to school every day. That is his job. And then they tie one rope around that boy, and then this man. So both are connected, and then he has to take Prabhupada. So that's the children, because their age is like that. They want to play, they want to spend their time in enjoying and moving around. But then parents know that no, this is not going to work. He has to go for the education, otherwise his life will be in trouble. So similarly, in our case also, we should not go for immediate pleasures and sacrifice ultimate benefit. Ultimate benefit. I'll give you an example. Let us say somebody has a diabetes. Now somebody brings juicy, wonderful sweet. Some unknown, first time you are seeing such a wonderful sweet, full of pakam, that sugar, this thing, looking very bright. And so now, what will you do? If you fall for that sweet and then you nicely enjoy 2 pieces, 3 pieces, 4 pieces, You are sacrificing something in the future. You are sacrificing the ultimate benefit. The ultimate benefit. So you understood, prayers means immediate gratification at the expense of your ultimate benefit. This is the problem. But if somebody is not doesn't fall for this, is able to control his senses, able to control his mind, they are called, as explained in the book, in the purport today, they are called Goswami. There are two words, Goswami and Godasa. Goswami means, Go means here senses. Swami means one who controls the senses. He is known as Goswami. One who falls for the senses, their pulling, then he is known as Godasa. He has become a servant of the Indriyas and their demands. So, Guru should be a Goswami. He should have full control on his senses. He should be a Goswami. And Shabde Pare Nishnatam. What is the Guru's qualification? Very important, because nowadays we are seeing so many Gurus all around us, and so we should know, we should understand whom we should surrender. We all know that we should surrender to a spiritual master, because then only we will get knowledge. Here you see, Adarena, great respect, they have made the Guru seated on the asana, and then they are asking questions. And those questions also with a great interest to understand, yes, what is the truth of this world. And so that Guru should be Shabde Parecha Nishnat. Nishnātam means he should be an expert. Shabde means Vedic literature. He should know the Vedas. Shabda means Vedic knowledge. Actually, previously, till Vyasadeva he appeared, the Vedic knowledge is to come through oral reception. The tradition is Guru repeats once and then the disciples repeats twice. For example, if they say Ta ekadatu manayaha, then they will say twice they repeat Ta ekadatu manayaha, Ta ekadatu manayaha, twice they repeat. After repeating twice, the disciple used to memorize for good. He repeats only twice. And then he remembers for good. Such memory powers used to be there, possible. But then, beginning of the Kali Yuga, Srila Vyasadeva, he appeared, and he foresaw that in Kali Yuga, the people's memory power will be shortened, minimized. Memories will come down. In fact, once a certain age crosses, it's called Alzheimer's disease. You heard? They lose memories to a very big extent. In some cases, very sad to know, it's like erasing a hard disk. Just completely. He doesn't even remember his own close relatives and family members. That's the kind of memory problems can come. So, Vyasadeva foresaw that in Kali Yuga the memory powers will slowly come down. So, he decides to put all the oral tradition into a written tradition. He puts everything into writing. Because in the book, you can refer again and again and then build up your memory. That's why these books are given. So, it's not that Vyasadeva is creating the content for the first time. No, it's already existing in an oral tradition, but he has put them into writing. For example, he wrote Mahabharata. For writing Mahabharata has 100,000 shlokas, 1 lakh, 100,000. How many in Bhagavad Gita? Imagine 700, and that is 1 lakh. That many shlokas are there. So he wanted somebody who can write it down. And you know who helped him out? Ganesha. He approached Lord Vinayaka and said, can you help me out in putting this in writing? And then Ganesha said, I will do it with one condition, that I will not stop my writing. So you should dictate in such a way that I continuously write. So Vasudeva also agrees. Vasudeva also says, whatever I am telling you should also understand. He says, okay. With that understanding they write. And in Mahabharata there is the Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita is in the Mahabharata. Understood? That's the essence. In the Kurukshetra battle, Krishna speaks this thing. So that way, Vinayaka is the one who is the scribe for the Bhagavad Gita. He is the one who has put it in writing, the original conversation. So Vyasadeva, he is a literary incarnation of Narayana. It is impossible for a human being to compile such vast volumes of literature and knowledge, put them into writing. 4 Vedas, 108 Upanishads. See, first is 4 Vedas. Sama, Yaju, Rigveda, Atharva Veda. 4 Vedas. In the Vedas, there are certain portions which he collected, and he compiled 108 Upanishads. And after compiling these 108 Upanishads, he thought of compiling everything, all the Vedic wisdom, into a very ultimate essence. That's called Vedanta Sutra. Anta is an essence he wants to compile, and he compiled all the Vedas and everything into a small treatise called Vedanta. And full of sutras. Sutras means they are like principles, universal principles. And Vedanta has just 4 chapters, that's all. It's like in our physics or chemistry or mathematics books. In the end, they'll put 1 or 2 sheets of those cards. You saw that? Synopsis, is like a summary cards they put. It's like that. Vasudeva has compiled all these things into just 4 chapters. Each chapter has 4 padas. That's why Vedanta is also known as Shodasa Pada. And then he thought, this Vedic wisdom is not easy for everybody to understand. It's full of principles and condensed knowledge. So let me elaborate all these principles using some historical examples, and then he started compiling Puranas. Purana means he takes the historical incidences to prove Vedic knowledge. For example, chanting of Hare Krishna or calling out God's name is very powerful, very important. In order to prove that, he has compiled one story which has happened in Kanpur, Kanauj. That is long. Actually, Kanpur is a very ancient town. Very, very ancient it is. So he compiles one historical incident called Ajamila. There is an Ajamila pastime to prove how he was saved by calling out the name of Narayana. Like that, he compiled Puranas, he compiled Mahabharata. Mahabharata is also a compilation of all the historical incidents. But those days, Bharat means the entire planet. In the Bhagavad Gita, if you observe, Dhritarashtra is addressed as Mahipati. In the Bhagavad Gita, if you analyze, Dhritarashtra is addressed as Mahipati. Mahi ante? Bhumi. Entire Bhumi. Pati means he is the ruler, he is the king. Actually, the king in Hastinapura was the emperor of the entire world. Gradually, as the culture reduced, our culture reduced, distorted, portions of the world went away to various other things. In our own experience, we have seen how Pakistan got divided because they got disconnected from our Vedic culture. They developed their own culture, they have their own systems, and they separated out. It's not just Pakistan. Before that, whole world was with us. Everything went away, piece by piece, piece by piece. Like that. That's the thing. Okay, so that entire Mahabharata history Vasudeva has compiled. So, like that, such a voluminous work he has produced, Vasudeva. That's why anybody, any guru, he says, Prabhupada is saying here, he should be a representative of Vasudeva. He should belong to the Vasudeva Parampara. So that is the most important aspect here. A guru should come in a parampara. What is this parampara? Parampara means the guru should have a guru, that guru should have one more guru, and they should all come from Vasudeva, and Vasudeva himself has taken the knowledge from the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Shri Krishna. Ultimate guru should be in that parampara, Krishna. Krishna should be the beginning guru, he is the Jagat Guru, and then all the other representatives should come one after another, one after another. Nowadays, some guru says, I don't have any guru because one day I got light into my brain. I became guru. Suddenly I have a realization. I got self-realized. And then if somebody says, one day I am seated in my house, suddenly I got light, now I am an MBBS doctor, I am ready for surgery. Aja. Then will you go say, you better do yourself. I will not come to you. See, any science, we know he has to train up under a teacher. There is no exception for spiritual life. You have to see whether this person has taken any training for a guru. He has to have guru. Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada, he is 32nd Acharya. That means before him, there are 31 gurus are there. And who is the first? Krishna. Krishna, Brahma, then Narada, then comes Vyasa. From Vyasa came Madhvacharya. And we belong to Madhvacharya. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared, and then is called Brahma, Madhva, Gaudiya. Gaudiya means Mahaprabhu has appeared in Gauda Desha, that means West Bengal. So our parampara is directly from Krishna, Brahma, Madhva, Gaudiya Sampradaya. It's called Sampradaya or parampara. So unless you establish this parampara of that person, Guru, never believe. They are like MBBS overnight. We should not believe. Because they can go wrong anytime. And we are talking about understanding the existence we are in, crossing this ocean of birth and death, and to reach the Supreme Personality of Godhead. We are talking about very big things. We are talking about how I can transcend the pains and pleasures of my life, how I can put an end to these anxieties of life. These are the questions that we have. We don't want to go by some fake guru's formulas. He may give a formula, but what is the guarantee that that is actually the real formula from the Shastra? That's what he said, Shabde Parecha Nishnatam. I was explaining what is the Shabda. Shabda means Shabda Brahman, that is Veda. Shabda Brahman means Veda. And so Vyasadeva compiled the Vedas, and then one has to be connected to this Vyasa Parampara. So from Krishna, Brahma, Narada, Vyasa, then comes all the other acharyas. Then only we are confident that what I am receiving is actually what originally God Himself has given. What God Himself has given. So that means God has started 4 sampradayas according to Padma Purana. Krishna, the Supreme Lord Narayana, he has started 4 sampradayas. You can call them as 4 universities. So those universities, there is a parampara of professors, teachers are coming, spiritual teachers. So one will be confident. For example, let us say you want to join your student, you will look into the institution, no, and say, okay, how long it is? 100 years, somebody says, this is good. There's something here. But so this Gaudiya Parampara, how big, how old it is, how ancient it is. From the Supreme Lord, from Brahma we are talking about, such a prachin. So it should be like that. So then only we are confident that. Now what are these 4 paramparas? One is God, Krishna, then Brahma. Then we belong to the Sampradaya. Second one is Narayana, he gives knowledge to his own consort, Lakshmi Devi. Lakshmi is also original teacher. In our house also you see mother teachers no? Mother is the first one of the gurus. So similarly, Lakshmi, she is one of the original teachers. And Lakshmi's one more name is Sri. So that's why this Sampradaya is called Sri Sampradaya. The Sri Vaishnavas you heard, like Jiyar and all that, they also belong to this Sampradaya. Tirumala and Yadadri and many other places, the worshippers are from Sri Sampradaya. This is also a bona fide Sampradaya. Then there is one more Sampradaya started by 4 Kumaras. Krishna, then 4 Kumaras, and then that Sampradaya came, then it's called Kumara Sampradaya, or Vishnu Swami Sampradaya. Not Vishnu Swami, there is one more, right? Nimbarka. Now this Sampradaya is very prevalent in North India, in Vrindavan and all those areas. Then there is one more called Rudra Sampradaya. Rudra acts as a teacher. Narayana, then Rudra, then the Sampradaya. In that Sampradaya, one of the Acharyas is Vishnu Swami Sampradaya. Vishnu Swami. And some of the, like this Gujarat, who are those people? Gujarat, Vallabha, there is big Akshardham and all. Swaminarayan. Some of them are belonging to, of course, Swaminarayan is a different parampara. Vallabha is also coming in. I think Vallabha is this Vishnu Swami Sampradaya. So these are the 4 Sampradayas who are spread all over the world. But then gradually, as the time passed by, the Sampradayas got diminished. So these are the 4 schools, 4 universities. If somebody says I am a guru, you just see which university he belongs to, where he got his education. And then so Sabdhe Para Nishnata, he should be an expert in Vedic knowledge, and also he should be a great devotee of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. If a guru claims that I am Narayana, I am God, then immediately we should understand that he is not a bona fide guru. If anybody claims that I am God, then immediately he becomes disqualified as a teacher. Because he should represent Vedas, he should represent the Supreme Personality of Godhead. This is the principle. Like yesterday, there is one fake guru from Karnataka. Of course, now he is not in India. He is in some other, yes, went into some little island somewhere and he converted that into his own. Yeah, he has kept the name of no, Lord. Like we also sometimes keep the names, no? We'll also say Srinivasa, Balaji, all those names, but he may be doing all kinds of things. Huh? I am God like that, and then Tamil Nadu. Yesterday, this fellow from that island, he has, because it's Vaikuntha Ekadashi, no, he decorated himself like Balaji, and standing in the, he is standing in the altar. So, he should be beaten. Actually, a human being can never become God. He can become godly. He can become godly. That means some qualities of God he can get, but he cannot become God. Because God can never come under illusion, whereas we all came under illusion and we are here. Krishna, Narayana, they are always, even Shankaracharya, he accepted Narayana, Para, Avyakta. He is beyond this manifestation, material manifestation. That means he is transcendental personality. He accepted. All acharyas have accepted that there is a supreme personality of Godhead and we are his tiny amshas. They all accepted. So this is a very, so a bona fide guru, he will always encourage surrender to the Supreme Lord. But these fake gurus, they encourage false pride and say, you are also God. You can do whatever you want and you can behave the way you want, like that. And that makes people very proud, and then they get implicated in all kinds of sinful activities. They get bound in this world. So this is the danger. So that's why one should be very careful. Lot of gurus, they come, they say we have a program, 14 days, you attend, at the end of the program you will become unlimited. And how much to pay, sir? 14,000 rupees, 15,000 rupees you pay, at the end of it you become unlimited. Unlimited means what? He doesn't know, he doesn't know. Both of them don't know. If the guru is unlimited, and then he, after 14 days, let us, he becomes unlimited, that means he should have unlimited opulence. Why is he charging 14,000, 15,000 per session? If he is unlimited, already he is unlimited. These are all just cheating. They try to give some mantra and this and that. When Prabhupada's time, there was one guru, he came to America and he said, I will give you a silent, a confident, secret mantra. And for each person, I will give you one mantra. That mantra you should never disclose. You should never tell anybody else. And then for that mantra, he used to charge $30. After some time, some two followers of the same guru, that they all came together, they were somehow they were very close friends. Hey, what mantra you got here? And what? Both mantras are same. He is charging $30 for everybody. And Prabhupada says, if your mantra is so powerful, why confidential, why secret? Why don't you distribute to everybody? You look at Ramanujacharya, one of the stalwart acharyas of our Sanatana Dharma. His guru tells him, he gives him one mantra and says, just to test Ramanuja, he says, don't reveal this to anybody. Then Ramanujacharya asks his guru, what is the effect of this mantra? If you chant this mantra, you will achieve perfection and you will go back to God. Okay. Then if I disclose, what will happen? Then you will go to hell. Then immediately after that, Ramanujacharya came out of the ashram. He climbed up one big gopura one big gopuram. He climbed. He called all the people of the village and he started telling the mantra. You please chant this mantra. Then Guru came to know. And then artificially Guru was very angry. He said, why, I said you will go to hell if you disclose this. Why are you telling? He says, my dear master, let all these people go back to Krishna, Vaikuntha, Narayana, and let me go to hell. I don't mind. But I want to give away this mantra to everybody. That time he hugs the disciple. He says, yes, you really understood the meaning of this. So, they're very important. Prabhupada never said this mantra is confident. Prabhupada could have said, I have a confidential mantra and then you have to pay. He could have said. But he said, no, it's all free. In fact, in Hare Krishna, the Hare Krishna Mahamantra is so free. Every day we chant. So, on the streets, all over the world, Prabhupada gave this mantra free. This is real Guru. They are not after money. Hare Krishna is popular, Hare Krishna Mahamantra is popular, Krishna is popular, Bhagavad Gita is popular, but nobody knows Prabhupada. This is Guru. Guru means he keeps Krishna in the front. He stays behind. Says, yes, you all surrender to Guru. I have to surrender to Krishna, you all surrender to Krishna. So this is Guru. They're very important. Guru is not saying, no, you all surrender, I need not have to. No. Acharya means he has to show by example. This is the great opportunity of a spiritual master who is coming in a parampara. What is that opportunity? You can watch him how to surrender to God. Just by observing Srila Prabhupada, his day-to-day life, you will understand, this is how I need to develop my devotion to Krishna, Narayana. This is what I do. Actually, there are wonderful videos are available on Prabhupada ji, how he has went to America, spread this movement. Feel free to access all those content, Prabhupada videos. You type in Google, first time you will see a different content. Other content agitates the heart, that this content pacifies you. You see how Prabhupada has spread this, how he is so absorbed in Krishna. Every time, any class or any discussion you see, he will immediately take us to Krishna. So this is. So, Guru should be accepted who is a very dear devotee, a close representative of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and he should be absorbed in Vedic literature. He knows how to solve our problems. Now this is one more qualification of Guru. Guru solves our problems. False Guru takes away your money. That's all. There are so many people who come in the form of Gurus, their only goal will be to take away your money. But your problems are not solved. We should very carefully select one Guru, and then after selection, we should surrender to him. That's why we have a program called Prabhupada Ashraya. Adhav Guru Ashrayam. Actually, we have to take shelter of a spiritual master and then progress in spiritual life. Now, what is this shelter of a spiritual master? Very simple. Prabhupada is saying, chant Hare Krishna every day. And then he is also saying certain principles have to be followed. Like, reading some books of Prabhupada, and then worshipping Krishna, and then worshipping Tulasi. Like that, there are some simple principles are there. So, taking shelter of a Guru means able to take up these small instructions for our own advancement. So that's why we have a program called Prabhupada Ashraya. In this Ashraya, you can see there are many levels are there. The first level is called Shraddhavan. The second level is called Sevaka. Then there is a Sadhaka. Then Vandana, Upasaka. Then Charanashraya. Then finally Diksha. Actually, every one of us, we should take Diksha from a bona fide Guru. Once somebody takes Diksha, all the sinful reactions which are harassing him, those sinful reactions will be taken away by the Guru. A Guru comes here to deliver the disciples from their sins. So, a Guru takes away their sinful reactions and gives him Krishna Prema. He gives him love of God. This is a spiritual master. So, but suddenly we will not be able to take up 16 rounds. But let us say somebody decides, I want to chant only one round every day. No problem, please chant. Today what we are chanting, this is not only meant for this session. Actually, we should continue to chant one round. So that's why we have this program where Ashraya ceremony we call. All the devotees who want to chant every day one round, they will take a vow. They will take a vow in front of Prabhupada's picture that I will chant one round every single day. It is like a little commitment you are taking, and then when you start progressing in chanting that one round, let us say you come to the next level, 4 rounds, then you can take one more vow called sadhaka. Like that, gradually everyone can reach 16 rounds and also some principles, then one will become eligible to take Diksha. Taking shelter and Diksha of a bona fide spiritual master is an unprecedented opportunity in this world. You will see hundreds of fake gurus, but there is nobody who can say, surrender to God, love God, Krishna. Nobody will be there. So that's why, very, very great opportunity. When is the Tomorrow is the first ceremony we are conducting at Hare Krishna Golden Temple. Already some devotees who are coming here are also enrolled to take the Ashraya ceremony. We invite all of you to come and watch how this ceremony happens, and you all also can take up one round. Is very easy. There are no regulation, nothing. You have to just chant one round. But this will attract the attention of the Lord. This will attract the attention of the spiritual master. And such great magnanimous personalities, their attention comes on to us, we become fortunate. So this is the idea. What time is the morning 10? Morning 10 is the Ashraya ceremony. So all of you are welcome. Hare Krishna.